Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Tina Marie, and if you guys are new here, welcome. And if you are already a subscriber, thank you so much for supporting the channel and for being here. And it's been a hot minute since I've done a video. Last week I had a lip biopsy, so I was having a little bit of like a hard time trying to heal, and also I got really sick as well on top of that surgery. So I'm here feeling a little bit more better, and I'm here as I promised to make this video. And today I am going to be reviewing the new makeup by Mario I can't even say the name. Ethereal Eye Moonlight palette. And I love this palette just because it has a lot of colors that I would incline to. It is a more of that neutral cool palette, but it also has extra like shades that I find they're reminiscent to the 90s eyeshadow looks from back in the days. And I'm going to show you really quick to kind of emphasize what I mean. So the palette looks like this. It does have like neutrals that fall into more of that kind of warm. They're not like completely warm, but they're sort of in that spectrum. And all of these over here are more in the cooler side, but I feel like he left a warmer tone on the right hand side just to be a little bit more universal for everybody to use this palette and mix and match. But what I really find that this gives a 90s vibe is the fact that it has these like beautiful smoky eye looks, and it has the glitter toppers here that back in the 90s we used to wear as well. And then something else that caught my attention, there's two shades that I really like here. I like this pinky taupe one that I find that it's easy to wear for a transition color or even for daily use. And then this one I really like because it's very unique. It's a navy blue shade that is deeper, and you could do a smoky eye that it's not like that traditional black or gray smoky eye. This is something that you can create just with something more contemporary, and just kind of like create a very edgy look with this, pairing it up with something that's a little bit more on the warmer side. It's kind of like complementary there, which is really nice. So today I'm going to be doing a full look. As you can see, I'm not wearing any makeup, and I'm also going to be doing sort of a theme look related to Christmas. I'm going to be doing a Sugar Plum Fairy look with this palette, and I'm going to talk about what I like about the palette and what I don't, because I already used it. As you can see, I did tamper with it. I did swatch a couple of colors before, and I've been testing it out just to give you my full honest review on this palette. Now I am going to start off with doing my prepping of skincare, and I am going to start off with my vitamin C Timeless Skincare serum. This is 20% vitamin C, and it has ferulic acid and vitamin E. And I bought this in Amazon. It does run pretty pricey now. It's $75, but this used to retail for $40, and sometimes they do have it in sale. And this is in the 4 ml bottle. They do have smaller ones, but I like the bigger one because it lasts longer, and I like to apply it on my neck and on my chest and on my hands as well. I like to do my skincare very complete, not just on my face. So today I'm just going to do a couple of pumps on the back of my hand. I'm going to do 2 pumps because that's like a lot. I don't know if you could see, but I'm just going to apply it all over my face, my forehead, and make sure I am like patting it in my skin and underneath, a little bit underneath my eyes, not completely close to my eyes, because then that can irritate. Then I take it down to my neck, and then I apply it on my hands. So right after I do that, I kind of like let it sit for a little bit, and then I go in with my COSRX, I think that's the name. If not, I'm gonna post the name right here on the side, but it's the 6 peptide skin booster, and it has hyaluronic acid, it has amino acids, and so much more. It firms the skin, it hydrates, it evens out the tone. It also like smooths out pores, and it improves the skin texture of your skin. And I really like it because I feel like this pairs up very well with the vitamin C. I do see an improvement on my skin when it comes to like the texture, and the color of my skin seems a little bit more even. and I don't see like I have any more melasma on my skin after my pregnancy. Like I do see a lot of improvement and benefits using this serum. And I'm a little sick right now, so bear with me. Sorry. So I am right here, just kind of like making sure I spread it out evenly. And then finally I go in with another serum. It's called Advanced Snail 96 Mucin Power Essence. And this one, it says it has 69% snail secretion, and it's supposed to smooth out the texture, give you more of a healthy, moisty skin. And I do see that because I have eczema on the part of my jawline down my neck, and I feel like this has improved so much the hydration of my skin, evening it out, like the texture, and kind of balancing out the oils on my skin as well as the dryness, to just kind of like help the skin be more healthy, look youthful, and the makeup applies more evenly, and I don't have to worry about like having primers or my makeup sitting on top of my skin. Like this has improved so much, and this is like probably my 4th bottle. And all of these that I mentioned, they're in Amazon, so I'll be linking these below, and they're very economical for being a very good quality of skincare. And I really like how my skin feels. So now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start. I'm not gonna use primer today, but I am going to be applying directly my foundation. So I'm gonna be using two. I usually like these combos, so I'm gonna show you really quick. I like my Lancome. This is the shade 100 Warm. And then I have this one, which is Patrick Ta in the shade 13 Olive. And I like to mix these two to create my perfect texture. This is more of a matte or satin finish, and this is more of a hydrating finished foundation. So I do like how it gives you a balance of a texture when you mix these two together. And my skin color changed quite a bit with, it's winter, so I am lighter on my neck, so I try to match my neck a little bit. And so that's the reason why, I chose that color for now. And it leans more onto the still like the cooler olive. I know it says warm, but that yellow undertone can lean cool when it has like an olive undertone in it. So it's still in the cool side of the olive, but it's just more on the fair desaturated side, if that makes any sense for you guys. And I'm usually more like in the summer, I'm usually more in the neutral olivey side. And so enough of that. So I did mix like 2 pumps of the Lancome foundation and 1 pump of the Patrick Ta foundation, the Major Skin. So I am going to be mixing it, and then I'm going to be applying it with my foundation brush right here. I don't remember the number, but this is Sephora's foundation brush. So I'm just going to mix it here on the back of my hand. I'm trying to warm up the product and even out the color and texture of the 2 foundations. And I really love how these 2 look like. So now that I did that, now I'm just going to take my brush and just kind of tapping it in and distributing it evenly. And now I'm just going to apply it all over. And I'm just going to buff it out like so. And I'm going to do that, and I'll be right back. I'm just going to finish this up really quick. All right, so I'm back to do now my concealer. And this is the Hourglass in the shade Cotton. And I also changed the color because I usually use Silk. Silk, I usually like to use it when I need something to cancel out the darkness. But that is slightly darker and slightly more cooler pink. And I use that for the summer. But now that I'm kind of like on the light fair side, I have to go a shade lighter. So I got Cotton. So I'm just going to apply it just right here close to my tear ducts, like so. And I don't need that much. I know that some people like to put it on the outer corner, but I'm not going to do that just because I feel like I apply already foundation. I feel like I have enough coverage with that. And so I'm just going to pat it in where I need it. So honestly, that's all you need because you're still going to apply it all the way to the outer corner. And that gives you more than enough product anyway to kind of even out the dark circles. And so I'm going to do that on my other side of my eye as well. And I'm doing tapping motions as well. And this is my BK Beauty brush in A506. And even if I didn't mention the name of the brushes here, like the foundation one that I just used, usually like the numbers fade and I can't really see what the name is anymore. So I'm gonna post everything on the comment box below, and that way you guys can be able to find everything that I'm using right now for this tutorial. And I'm just applying a little bit what's left over of the concealer just to kind of prime the eyes a little bit and have the eyeshadow attached to the concealer part so it has something to hold on to. Okay, so now I'm back. I really like how the complexion is looking, especially, you know, how I mix both foundations. It gives you that like beautiful radiance without looking too oily and also not making you look flat. You know, when you use a matte foundation, it could look a little bit chalky, and that's not something that I really like. And this is more of a medium to full coverage for sure. So still, like, since we're doing that Sugar Plum Fairy ballerina look, I know ballerinas do like a stage type of makeup and it needs to be more on the full coverage. So that's kind of what I'm going for. And this kind of reminds me back in the days when I used to dance ballet. I danced for a very, very long time and I was a semi-professional dancer. And I wanted to become a professional ballerina right after high school. And I got accepted to NYU to be able to go into like choreography and dancing and all that. But I was kind of afraid to doing that jump of like just being here in my home and being in my local city and then just kind of drastically changing somewhere else that I wasn't like, you know, used to. And I got scared and I didn't take that leap of faith. And this was during 9/11, and I kind of like for me it was like, okay, maybe things happen for a reason. So I don't know, but that's kind of like my story or my backstory of me being a dancer. And I danced in high school as well as after school. I danced ballet, and like most of like the tricks and all that stuff that I know from makeup is because I used to be a dancer and we used to take like summer seminars to learn about how to apply stage makeup or even create our own makeup to make it like sort of like that type of stage makeup where you apply face paint and all that. We used to make it ourselves, and it was kind of neat because back in the days there wasn't YouTube, and the only way to learn was through those seminars. So here I am doing an inspiration of a ballerina Sugar Plum Fairy look, and it just kind of brings back those memories. And that's kind of the reason why I'm here trying to do it, because I know there's a trend out there of this, but it's also like so close to my heart. And so let's move on with the eyeshadow look. So now I am going to show you the lightest color, and I'm going to apply that all over just to kind of seal the concealer that I applied on my lids, because I didn't use any primer. And also just keep in mind that these matte powders right here, they are pretty chalky. So when I go like this, you could see the powder, and then it comes off pretty like powdery all over the place. So, and then you have to kind of tap to release all that extra product. And now it's like moving all over the place. So that's the only downfall with these eyeshadows from Makeup by Mario. Like, that's the only thing I don't like, that they have a lot of like fallout. And You just kind of have to be careful if it's a darker shade, because you don't want this to fall all over your makeup. And for me right now, I don't mind because I'm using the lightest shade. And in spite the fact that it has a lot of like kickoff from the application, they do apply pretty pigmented. Like I see how I don't need to go and apply so much of it to be able to have like an even distribution of the color. It also blends pretty nicely, which I really like. Um, it's effortless. That's what I noticed. And yeah, see how that looks? It kind of opened the eye pretty nicely. And now I am going to take a different color. I'm going to use this like taupey brown right here in the center. I'm going to use that one. And I am going to take a different brush. I'm going to take another round brush right here. This is from BK Beauty 201. And I forgot to mention this one. The first one that I use is Morphe M441. So they're both round brushes. They both do the same thing, but I usually like to apply this for an all over instead of a flat brush, just because I like it to be more of a softer look than having a lot of product sitting on top of my whole eyelid, because we're going to be applying other layers of eyeshadow and I don't want it to look very chalky or cakey. So now I'm going to take this one, and like I said, 201 BK Beauty brush, and we're going to take that taupey gray color right here and we're going to apply it on the crease, and I'm just tapping it because I don't want a lot of kickoff. And I'm just going to apply it like all over here of my crease. And look how beautiful and effortless it blends, which is very, very nice. It looks very professional. It doesn't skate. It gives you that very ombre, undetectable blend that I really, really like. You guys know I really like this type of technique that, you know, you can't see the start and finish where the eyeshadow is applied. It just looks more professional. And this palette is very beautiful. I could see this being like a wedding palette where you can use this for a special occasion like a wedding. I think it's just very beautiful. Okay, so I did that, and now I'm just gonna blend it all out again, but again with the Morphe 441, and I'm just gonna blend it out with the rest of the eyeshadow so it looks even more blended. Now that is coming along very beautifully. All right, so now for my next color, I am going to be doing this beautiful warm chocolatey brown. And now I am going to be using a round brush again, and I'm going to use the same one I used for the darker taupe, this one, which is BK Beauty 201. And I'm going to apply it on the outer corners of my eyes just to create a little bit more depth. So we're just going to pat it in like so, very softly, so we don't have any kick out because this is very dark. I'm just going to apply it right here. And then we're going to blend it in circles just to kind of, you know, make it more of that beautiful transition between these three colors that I applied. Like so. And then I'm just taking it up just a little bit higher to kind of like open up the eye. But look how beautiful that looks. These blend so very professionally and very beautiful. Excuse me. Now I'm going to do the other side and apply it again. We're going to just tap it in like so. And take it a little bit higher up to the bone of right here. And now I'm just going to blend it all out. in circular motion. Making it even. And now we're going to go back again with this one. And I'm just going to blend it out all together again. Making it all even. And I like to go back and forth with each eye because I don't like to miss like a step. And so look how beautiful the transitions with this eyeshadow. All right, so now I'm back and I'm going to take a different brush now. I'm going to take a very small brush. This is the Morphe 210 and it looks like this. Let me show you really quick. It almost looks like a smudge brush, but it's a little bit more longer. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that beautiful navy blue and we're going to put it in the outer corner. And I'm just going to tap like this. Make sure you take off the excess eyeshadow by tapping. And we're going to do like a V shape right here just to create more depth to the eye. But we're going to be tapping it in so that we're not dropping all that extra eyeshadow onto our beautiful makeup. So we're just going to tap like so, like a V shape. We're going to take a little bit more and build up layers. Like so. And then we're going to blend that out in a bit. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Like so. See? And it's just going to give you that very soft, like smoky eye look. So I'm going to blend this out really quick. All right, so this side is blended out and I'm just going to blend out this side. So I'm just taking my blending brush from BK Beauty again, the 201, and just kind of blending it out softly, making sure that I'm not over blending as well, but just enough to kind of create that beautiful transition. And I'm going to add a little bit more with the fluffy brush or the round brush. Just kind of tap it in slowly to add a little bit more of a darkness to the look. And see, like that, like so. So that is a beautiful transition right there. And then I'm just going to take this beautiful blanked no eyeshadow on this blending brush. So this is the M441 from Morphe. Just kind of blending the edges where I have the lighter color. So it doesn't look like too blotchy. And that's just perfect. I love it. Now I am going to put a little bit more of black eyeliner on the bottom and on the top, and I'll be right back, and then we're just going to do the rest of the makeup. All right, so I already did my bottom liner. I used a black cold liner, which is from Lisa Eldridge Seamless Glide Eye Pencil, and I really like this one. This is the blackest one that she has. It's called Black Trace, or I can't read it. Black Trickle. And I'm going to put the name if I said it wrong. I'm sorry. But this is an amazing eyeliner. I really love it. It's just very easy to apply and it just lasts a long time on your waterline. And I then blended it out with the Morphe 210 brush. And I used the navy blue color to apply on the bottom to kind of create a very even, cohesive look with the eyeshadow. And I haven't done my top liner yet because I'm going to use an extra step with a different eyeshadow. I know Makeup by Mario has a lot of like glitter eyeshadows here that are like toppers, but I feel like they're very sheer And I'm going to show you the 4 shades that he has. They're pretty sheer. I mean, they look pigmented on my fingers because my fingers are oily, but when you apply it, it's very, very sheer. It's kind of like just a regular topper, and I'm going to show you what I mean. So when I apply it, the darkest shade shows, but the other ones just give you like a little sheen. Like, it seems more of a casual type of eyeshadow you can wear during the day because it's not very like opaque or very pigmented like the Patrick Ta eyeshadows that he just released, like these. And so that's what I'm going to be using right now. So I'm going to be using 2 shades. I'm going to be using Still at the Club. I'm going to be using the taupey shade in here. And then I'm going to be using the silver shade in this one from Patrick Ta, which is called We Need Better Lighting. So I'm going to go ahead and get the darker shade from She's Still at the Club. And I'm going to show you the shade I'm going to be using. So I'm going to be using the top one. And I'm going to use my ring finger. And I am going to apply that half of my lid right here to kind of create that beautiful transition of glitter glow look. Now I'm going to do the other side as well. Just kind of add a little bit more here in the center. And then I'm just going to kind of correct this area that I went on top with the darker shade. And that looks gorgeous. I really like that combo. Now I am going to get the lighter shade, We Need Better Lighting. I'm going to use the silver one to add it on the other part of my lid and the outer corner as well to kind of like brighten the eye a little bit. So I'm going to take out the shadow, and I am going to use my ring finger again, and it's clean now. So I'm going to use this shade right here. I'm going to apply it right here, like so. Wow, that looks really nice. I'm going to do the other side. I really like this eyeshadow combination. And now I am going to go back, and now I'm going to use a flat brush. This is BK Beauty 206. Looks like that. You could use any flat brush. Doesn't have to be the ones I'm using. So now I'm going to apply it on the outer corner to brighten. So just like that. Wow, so beautiful. Okay, so now I'm going to do my liner, put my lashes on, then we're going to do the blush and the lips, and then we're going to have our final thoughts of what I think about the palette and the whole look and everything. Okay, so I'm back. So this is the eyeshadow look. It looks very, very nice, and I really like it. And now I am going to go with the Road Pocket Blush, and this is in the shade Piggy. So I'm going to apply that on my cheeks, and I really like how you can roll it and just, it's very practical. So you just can apply it like wherever you need it. So I usually like to do like 3 dots and just go from there. So I am going to blend in with my brush that is from BK Beauty 110, and it's like a round brush. I also have like a blush brush that's kind of angled and flat, but I like to use this also for blush. It's really nice. It's very versatile. You can use it for blush, concealer, and even for foundation if you want to like have precision where you need to apply it. So it's very, very nice. I like this. This is kind of like reminiscent to a blending sponge, and it just really blends very nicely. And I like to apply it on the high parts of my cheekbones and a little bit on the apples of my cheek, just to create a little bit more of that plumping effect, and it looks really, really nice. And now I am going to finish off with my Demi Glow Fenty Beauty highlighting, high diffusing highlighter, and this is in the shade Pretty Pearls 01. And just gonna apply that on the high points of my cheekbones. So right here, I'm just gonna tap it in because I applied cream blush, so I have to tap it in. And I really like this one because this is like the lighter shade and it gives you like that pop, that extra pop to give you volume and that beautiful sheen of like champagne color, which is really nice. I know that this was a limited edition, but I think it's still on Sephora website. So yeah, I really like how that is looking. And now for my bronzer, I like to use more of that cool tone bronzer. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Bronzer in the shade Nude Bronze Light. And this one is like a neutral cool tone bronzer, and I'm going to show you how it looks like. So it looks like this. And I'm just going to take an old round brush. This is supposed to be a blush brush from Sephora. It's from the old school brushes from so many years ago. And I'm just going to tap right here. And I'm going to apply it on the high points of my face before I blend, because it is sort of pigmented. And then I'm just applying it before I blend it out completely. And I know it looks crazy right now because it's not blended, but I'm gonna blend that out with a more puffier brush. So this is like my fast way of doing things. I apply, then I blend. So now I'm just gonna go in with the more puffy brush, and this is from Real Techniques, the 400 brush. So I just kind of blend it in really, 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 really good, so it's more even. And I'll be right back. Now lastly, we're going to be doing our lipstick, and I'm going to be doing the Christian Dior liquid lipstick. It's called Forever Liquid 999 Sequin. I think sequin. Oh no, sequin, right? I think that's what it's called. The letters are too small, but as soon as I find out the name, I'm gonna post it as well. And this was from last year's collection, like holiday collection. And when you apply this liquid on, it turns into a glitter. And I'm gonna apply it on the back of my hand. I don't want to put it directly because I had a fever blister a couple of days ago, and I don't want to like cross contaminate. So I'm going to be applying this with my BK Beauty lip brush or flat brush, but I call it my lip brush. This is the 505, and I'm just going to take a little bit of the product, and I am just going to apply it directly. And it's such a beautiful classic red. And right now it's not translating as is because I put a small wash of color. So, and so applying it with a brush, it just gives you a little bit more freedom of shaping your lips. Like so. And I'm just going to finish this up really quick so that you guys can see the final look. So this is the final look of the Sugar Plum Fairy plus my review of Makeup by Mario. Yeah, so this is such a beautiful palette. I do like the fact that it gives you and it offers you like a neutral cool side and a neutral warm side. So this side would be the cool, this side would be the warm, and it's just perfect and universal for anybody who either falls into either side of the spectrum, and that you can create like a mixture of like looks with this eyeshadow, because it's also very well thought of, like how all these shades like really complement each other. And yeah, so this is the look that you can create for a holiday look to go out for dinner or for Christmas or even for New Year's. This eyeshadow look will look amazing. You could just change the lip shade. It could be a more pinky nude shade, or even like a pale nude with a nice brown contoured lip. That will look very, very elegant. And yeah, I do like how this came out. And extra feature, Dior holiday lipstick from last year, and I know they brought it back this year with different shades, so check those out. And when you pat, you could see the glitter. So that's an extra feature that I just wanted to add for this Sugar Plum Fairy look for the holidays. And yeah, it's inspired by those times I used to dance, and we had to do like more of that stage ballerina makeup so it could show up from far away for all the audience. It would be a little bit more amped up, and this is how we would do our makeup. And yeah, so this is more of a friendly version that you can wear or just change up the lip color. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and see you guys for the next video.